Hey, I want a hoodie.
All right, Pirate fans, welcome in to this special episode of the Pirates Cove podcast here at Pirate Night at SR Boyle House. I'm your host, Rick Walker, and joining me tonight, as you can see, not Rob Walker, Steve the Man Cantu is filling in for Rob. How you doing tonight, Steve?
I'm doing well, man. I'm a little nervous. Got a big shoes to fill. My boy Rob. Hey, shout out to Rob. Good luck on the game tonight. Couldn't be with us this afternoon, but I'm going to step in and try to do my best.
Well, we're glad to have you. Yeah, as Steve mentioned, Rob is at his son's ball game in Bernie tonight. JV, they won their district with the win last week, and this is his first game back. He got knocked out with the concussion. He didn't get knocked unconscious, but he missed the part of the game, second half of the game last week. Cleared concussion protocol and got the start tonight. So we'll see what that turns out.
Good deal, man. Best of luck.
So shout out to them. Shout out to you, Rob, as you watch this. But we got a great show for you tonight here live from Boyle House. As mentioned, we do Pirate Night. Great atmosphere, great environment, great food, great service. They'll take amazing care of you. Love this place, and we're thankful for the opportunity. So thank Augie and his staff for allowing us to come out and do this. We've been doing it for about half the season now. Started with district play. And as we roll into the final regular season game and final district game of Sinton. So a lot of hospitality, a lot of support as a sponsor. So thank you, SR Bowl House, Augie Garcia.
Absolutely.
So headline, Steve, Rockport-Fulton Pirates moved to 6-3 with the big win over Robstown and qualify for the playoffs.
Hey, I'm excited, man. I'm excited about the direction, right? I mean, I see all the support that's pouring in, all the buy-in that's happening, from the players to the community, to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I think it's awesome. You could feel the energy. It's energy you can wear. You go to the football stadium, you could feel it. You feel the buzz. So I think it's awesome, and I'm excited, to get back on track. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the outcome and how we do. I'm just excited. I could feel the turn. I could feel the momentum turning.
Yeah, it is a great feeling. You do feel the excitement. I like the way you put that. You wear the excitement. It's going on. And look, it takes a community. It takes a village. The coaching staff, the players, the parents, the community, the school, the teachers, the superintendent. I mean, there's a lot of excitement going on. We're getting new facilities going in. There's a lot to be excited about being a Rockport-Fulton Pirate. And look, we need to continue to build on that. The momentum has started. In order for it to continue, we got to keep pushing and push harder. So thank everybody for the support that allows us to do this broadcast and calling the games, all that stuff. That's all part of that momentum, and we're thankful for that opportunity to do so. But back to the game. Let's talk a little bit about last week's game. Pirates, easily controlled the game, even though they didn't play their best ball game against Robstown. Talk a little bit about what you saw there Friday night calling the game.
Well, I thought that we started out really good, really hot. We jumped on them really early, got ahead 2 scores right away. And then, I think that, I think Sosa's kind of digging his bag a little bit, just trying to experiment, prepare, right? Understood what was going on in that game. We probably could have easily handed them, a 50 piece, wouldn't have been a big issue. But coach understood the situation and wanted to work on some other things. And hats off to that. I can appreciate that, understanding that, you obviously you don't take anybody lightly, you know what I'm saying, week to week. But, when you see an opportunity like, hey, let's look what this set looks like. Let's look what that. We've been working on it. But it's different when you're working out in practice and you're going half speed or whatever. So you want to get that game speed. So that's what I saw. I saw that, we kind of opened it up a little bit and tried to do some other things, some different formations and different looks, stuff that might help us down the line, building confidence for the boys moving forward. So I didn't have a problem with that. I thought that was a smart move on Sosa's part, to use the opportunity wisely to try to get, some different looks of the boys at game speed. So that's what I saw, and it was a reflection on the scoreboard. But, it was a little closer game than everybody anticipated. Folks from the outside looking in probably looked at that game like, oh my gosh, what's going on with Rockport? We should have throttled Robstown. They just came off of, getting beat up by Ingleside, and we handled Ingleside pretty well. probably expecting to see the same thing. But you know what? Each week is different and something, and there's an opportunity to do something there and give the boys a different look. And I thought Coach Sosa handled it perfectly.
Yeah, I agree. Look, we had that game under control the whole way. We did some nice things on defense. There were some turnovers that we caused. We gave them back because of some offside penalties. That's what you didn't want to hear or see, I should say. At the same time, though, it was nice to see us create some turnovers. We hadn't done much of that so far this season. So hopefully we can continue that heading into Sinton. But to your point, you're right. Different looks, and we really tried to establish the passing game against Robstown. I bet we dropped back 20 plus times, had Hal throw the ball. And that's by far the most that we've done all season long. And look, you've got to force defenses to defend the pass. Otherwise, you've got a loaded box, right? And then there's times where you need your passing game to be able to make plays. So the more reps, more opportunities at that game speed, I think are key to allow you to get better. And I think the Pirates did. And look, I think they have all year long. That's one thing, part of the excitement that comes with what we've seen and feel is the improvement. You can literally see visually the improvement week in and week out from players and the development. And it's been fun to watch. And hey, we're 6-3, headed to the playoffs, and got a huge matchup this Friday night at 7 p.m. at Rockport-Fulton Pirates Stadium. So Pirates versus Pirates.
Yes, sir.
So talk a little bit about that, Steve.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, the matchup for me, right, since I've been here, lived here, almost 20 years now, it's always one of those games you can kind of throw the records out the window. We're going to play each other hard. We're going to play each other extremely hard, and it's going to be a battle, and you're going to earn every inch of the field. So I'm anticipating something like that. I mean, hey, listen, hats off to Sinton. They're having an amazing year. Coach Troutman's doing an amazing job. They got some great kids over there. They're doing big things. They're ranked 2 in the state in some of the polls. They're they got a lot of momentum. And for us, I'm saying, with something similar, maybe on a different tier, maybe on a little different tier, we have momentum ourselves. We've created that for ourselves. We have some energy. The boys are playing inspired ball. So I think it's going to be a great matchup. We always play Sinton extremely hard. Maybe not last year, but I'm saying in years past, we always played them extremely hard, and it usually came down to the last drive. And I don't know. I think I'm gonna stall on any type of prediction right now. We'll get to that, but
yeah, we will.
But I'm anticipating a great game. It's going to be a hard-fought game. I think the boys are going to, they're going to come out there with that energy. Obviously, Sinton's going to come out with a lot of energy. And we'll see what the outcome is.
Yeah, look, it's a rivalry game, right? I've got to be part of it, going to school here. Pirates versus Pirates, the Land Pirates of Sinton versus the Bay Pirates of Rockport-Fulton. Look, this is a punch in the mouth ball game.
Mm-hmm.
I look at history. It shows it's a very physical game. I think for Rockport to do what we want them to do and get the win, I think it's going to take a perfect game. We're going to have to execute. Look, both programs you hit on have momentum right now. I would say Sinton's a little further along in their process for that momentum. We've got a new coach this year. We've had some success. We're getting better week in and week out. Whereas Coach Troutman's had that team and that program for a long time and developed. He's done an excellent job. Kudos to Coach Troutman in that program. Great coach, great facilities. They're doing some really good things over there. Rockport's trying to get there, and we're trying to help them get past that, right? We want to overcome that. This might be our chance. Might be too soon. We'll see. But I think for Rockport to have the success that we want them to have and get the win, Rockport's going to have to punch these guys in the mouth. I mean, it's going to hit them in the mouth right on early from the start and don't stop. It reminds me of my dad telling me, look, son, if you're going to get into a fight with somebody that's tough, you hit them in the mouth, you get on and you stay on, right? Until somebody pulls you off.
I love it.
And so I think that's what this is going to take Friday night. And we're capable of it. We've had flashes of it. I don't think we've put together or played our best game or that we're capable of. So that's good and bad, right? It's one that that you have more potential and more capability than what you've shown, but at the same time, you got to do it, right?
Yeah.
Another thing my dad used to say is potential just means you haven't done it yet. And so we're there. We're going to have an opportunity against a very good football team Friday night coming into our place to compete. And from the kickoff, we've got to hit them in the mouth, and we've got to, play 4 hard quarters where we don't stop. We don't turn the ball over. We control the line of scrimmage. We don't do dumb penalties. And I think we give ourselves a chance to really win and compete against that game.
Yeah.
If we make those mistakes that we've made, it could bite us hard, and the game could get out of hand. And so that's where I think Sinton has the advantage, right? That they have more room for error than what I would say we do.
Yep.
But I believe in this Pirate team. I really like them. I like the chemistry. I like the depth. I like the line of scrimmage. We've done well there. We're going to have to continue to do well. Sinton has some great players on offense, especially Hanson's a great quarterback. I believe he's ran the ball 175 times. So he's a great runner and great thrower. He's got a great receiver in Jacoby James. Guy will go up. 50-50 balls are tough. Similar to what we saw with the Cuero receiver, but I would say probably more athletic. Maybe not as quite the ball skills in the air, but more athletic, faster, stronger, just more developed. He's an older kid, has more experience doing it. And then from the running back position, you got Derek Garcia, the D train for Sinton. So they're loaded in that sense. They primarily run the football. I believe they've thrown the ball maybe 15, 20 more times than what we have all year long. And we don't throw the ball that much, right? Yeah. So what I would say is that tells me we really have to control the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
We've got to stop the run. We've got to get Hanson stopped, and we've got to get Garcia on the ground and get him on the ground right away in order for us to compete. And I'm confident the scheme that we'll have will be a good one. That they've done a nice job. And heck, you got 2 weeks to prepare, right? Had the bye week last week, so the players have rested. You got 2 weeks to prepare. So I'm looking forward to an exciting competitive ball game. And really what I want to see is just us come out and play a perfect game, and let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah.
And I think if we do that, then we've set ourselves up for a victory and a 7-3 season versus a 6-4 season, which would be huge. And by the way, Rockport gets the win, then you've got a 3-way tie for the district championship between Cuero, Sinton, and Rockport.
Wow.
Yeah, and so that'd be a huge step year one in the Coach Eric Souza era, right?
Absolutely. And you know what? I think the key is definitely going to be winning that time of possession. Playing clean, right? Playing clean meaning not turning over the ball and winning that time of possession, keeping that Sinton offense on the sidelines and just take your time, methodically work the ball down the field and punch it in and take advantage of our opportunities. So I think that's going to be huge. We can't have a lot of 3 and outs and giving them possessions, extra possessions and stuff like that. Definitely can't turn over the ball. It's going to be huge. So I think we do all those things, like limit our mistakes, don't turn the ball over, run the ball methodically, and just kind of keep that Sinton Pirate offense off the field. We got a chance.
For sure. Look, to your point, it's a keep away game, right? We gotta keep their offense off the field, and them not keep their offense off the field by having big plays. 1-play score or 2-play score. We've got to get the 3 and outs and then control the ball and keep away. We do that, and it's a low scoring game, which we're going to get into prediction time now. But I think that's what it's going to take for Rockport to win is just keep this a low scoring game. I want to say like a 21-14 ball game type of situation is what I think it's going to take for Rockport to win. I think if we get in a shootout, it's going to be tough. And we can't get penalties to get behind the sticks because, the offense is not designed to overcome. It's not designed to be in a 3rd and 20 or a 3rd and 17 type of situation. So tough challenge, exciting challenge, right? These are the type of games that you want to play. You want to play the best right now in South Texas. Sinton has probably been the top team. Flower Bluff this year.
Yeah, no, hands down.
The top 2 teams. And so this is our opportunity to really come out and make a statement and measure ourselves. And so with that, I'm gonna put you on the spot now, Steve, and I'm gonna ask you, what's your prediction? Are you gonna give me a Rob Walker, Johnny Zavala style prediction, or are you gonna give me a home team, hometown?
So I think that it's a tough one, right? Because not to sound arrogant, but I think there's a little bit there's a few people in town that kind of like me. You know what I'm saying? And
one or two.
There's one or two. My wife, and you know what I'm saying, maybe my oldest daughter. Everybody else, like they all hate me. But I kind of want to keep them on my keep that on the good side. Oh man, I don't want to do a Johnny Zabala, right? I don't want to put the Vader hat on, the Vader Luke.
Yeah.
I don't want to put the Vader cap on. Listen, my heart, you know what I'm saying? I could tell you this. If I was suited up for the Pirates, they'd have to peel me off of that dang field, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to give every effort. And I think the boys feel that energy. And I think I kind of feel like the entire community feels like that. You know, everybody kind of just channeling all their energy towards these boys to propel them to bigger and better things. And there's a few things, right? There's a few things that I in my time here that I've watched. I watched us beat a Miller team. You know what I'm saying? My son was a part of that team. It was so exciting, and I was so grateful to be a part of that, albeit preseason or whatever. But I thought that was awesome. So I've been a part of some big wins that we didn't have a chance. And heck, no one gave us any chance, and we went in there and we battled with them. I also want to throw this out there, little tidbit. I'm a NASCAR fan, right? If you know anything about NASCAR, when the Earnhardts go to Talladega, there's just something about them. They go there, they win. They know how to win. They've learned how to win. And I'm going to let everybody know, Troutman's never beat Sosa before.
Yeah.
He's never beat the family Sosa. He's never beat that. Eric's been on a part of it. You know what I'm saying? He's never beat them. So I want to lean on that a little bit. And maybe Sosa, listen, we don't know Sosa. We're just starting to learn him. Maybe there's something that his dad and him figured out in the garage, tinkering, trying to figure out a system or something that works. You know what I'm saying? That just matches up well against Sinton and gives us a little bit of an edge. Where to anticipate, what plays they're going to run, and maybe they're in Troutman's head a little bit, or whatever it might be. They're great coaches. I'm just hoping that some of that rubs off, and it gives us a little bit of edge. Call it a little 10-point swing or something like that. So, long story short, I'm not going to do the Johnny Zabala. I'm going to cut it off right there. Right?
The filibuster.
Yeah, I'm not going to do the filibuster just to kind of fill time, although we're doing great. I'm going to say, I'm going to say 24-17 Rockport Pirates.
I love it. 24-17 Rockport-Fulton Pirates. You heard it from Steve.
Let's flex on them, boys.
I like the prediction. I go 21-14 Rockport-Fulton. I think we do get our perfect game. I do think we come out, we execute, the ball bounces our way, the wind's blowing our way. It's time. And to your point, Chris Souza did have Troutman's number. I believe he's 0-5 against Chris Souza, but this is Eric Souza, not Chris Souza.
That's right. Hey, but like I said, Dale passed it on to Dale Jr.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? That's how it works.
I like it. And I believe you. Look, the other thing is 2 weeks to prepare, looking at film, watching every game, watching every player, looking at tendencies, things like that. I think there's opportunity there to capitalize. And I know how analytical Coach Souza is. And I think it's going to be something to our advantage. And so that's why I am predicting a 21-14. Plus, I feel like the Rockport-Fulton kids are inspired. I think there's times when you play better than what you actually are, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, sure.
And I think that there's a good chance that happens Friday night. I think the stars are aligned for that, and that's what I'm looking for. And I think it's going to take all of us, right? I think it's going to take belief by everybody, number one, because you got to believe it. But number two, we need to be loud and proud. I'm asking all Rockport-Fulton Pirate fans, family members, your dog, if they'll let them in.
Bring them in.
We need as much spirit in those stands. We need everybody on their feet and loud when Sinton's on offense. We need to be quiet when we're on offense, but we need to fill those seats up and support these Pirates. Got an opportunity to win a district championship, and that's a heck of a long way from last year, winning 2 ball games and, basically falling ourselves into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've come a long way, a lot to be proud of, and to have an opportunity to win a district title, I think that deserves a lot of support, a lot of community support. So, and the community's been great. And obviously, like my old boss said, the reward for hard work and good performance is more hard work. and more performance. So we got to keep going.
Yeah.
And so I'm asking everybody that can come out, please come out and be loud. And bring your phone and tune into the broadcast because we will be coming to you live as well. So the best way to watch a Rockport-Fulton game, by the way, is sitting in the stands, rooting for the Pirates, having us up on your phone, listening to us, go back and forth, call the game, and seeing replays. We'll be able to provide you all that. So come out and join that. I encourage you. But anything you want to add to that, Steve?
Well, you know what? I mean, you guys, and I say you guys because I talked to you 93 years.
Yeah,
93 years. I've heard your 93 years, and I heard the stories and how the stands would be extremely packed that one game, and that all the fans would be lying down the fences, standing room only. Yeah. That's the kind of atmosphere I want to be a part of this Friday night. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that. I want to see the Rockport-Fulton community come out in droves. Just come out. You don't have a seat. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Wherever you stand is going to be the best seat in the house. Be a part of something that's going to be awesome. You're going to remember it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that 92 team graduated 93. The Sinton game, it was jam-packed. I mean, it did seem like it was standing room only. There was no space. I mean, there were bodies up against bodies. It was like being at a rock concert mosh pit without everybody beating on each other, but, cheering us on. And it was a proud time. And I think we've got something like that cooking here right now. And it takes the support to get everybody out there. So, again, please come out. Please be loud. Wear your green and gold, and support the Rockport-Fulton Pirates like we have all year. And again, so we talked about Sinton. We're talking about the playoffs now. Let's move to the playoffs. Rockport-Fulton has already qualified for the playoffs. They'll face District 16 4A opponent, Division II, which will be either, I believe, La Feria or Kingsville King.
Yeah.
Port Isabel looks like we'll win that district. So Port Isabel will be matched up with the last place finisher. So they're going to get Ingleside is what it looks like. Yeah. So we'll either get the second place or third place finisher, depending on the ball game Friday night. So that leads me into support. The UIL requires a $500 fee for us to live stream high school playoff games. So we're reaching out. We've had a few people mention that they will donate. We're looking to kind of make that as easy as possible in those that have. So as Rockport goes to the second round, we'll have to pony up another $500. So it's $500 a game. So I'm asking for all the support we can get to do that, to get that fee, because that's what it's going to take in order for us to broadcast and stream the playoff game live the following week. So look for that to be, I think, potentially Corpus. It could be a home and home. Yeah. It could be in the Valley. Lot of opportunities, but looking forward to it. And again, we're in the playoffs, so that alone I think is a win. And it's not like we backed into the playoffs. It's a playoff spot that's been earned this year.
Earned it. That's right.
So I'm really proud of that. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, I mean, just about the matchups. I mean, about the two potential matchups. I do like it. I do like our chances going in. I've watched King a little bit and La Feria a little bit, and then read up on them both. I think we match up against either team fairly well. So I'm hoping that with the momentum created by this Pirate victory when we beat Sinton, that we roll that in the week one of the playoffs, and whoever the opponent is, we go in there and get a first round win. So I've seen this. I looked at it in my crystal ball. I've seen all this stuff's already happened. So I'm just kind of letting you guys, be a part of my journey. So welcome. But yeah, no, I think we're going to do well versus King or La Feria, whichever one we do. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, look, it's big boy football time. I mean, right. Essentially Friday night's a playoff game, the way I look at it, right?
Yeah.
And because that's going to determine seeding, and it's going to determine the district championship. And then the next step, I like our chances against either one of those teams. So I mean, 2 rounds. I think if going into this season, before even Coach Souza got hired in that staff, we wouldn't have. We would have taken that in a heartbeat, right?
Yeah.
And so,
and one other thing, I also want to say, I'm so glad that Eric Sosa wasn't following our podcast in the beginning of the season. I've since deleted that.
I thank you.
Yeah.
I let him know that, by the way, about the predictions. He laughed.
We were close though, but I mean, it wasn't. I think they burned one more victory, then, right? I mean, it wasn't nothing crazy, but yeah, no.
Well, look, year over year improvement is impressive, right? Anytime you're doing something, you want to keep getting better. We've taken a huge step in 2024 versus 2023. A lot of challenges in 2023. And I think it's part of the excitement. It's part of the leadership. It's part of the community. Listen, this community wants a winner. Everybody wants to win, and we're doing what it takes to do that. And I'm really proud of that. And I think this playoff appearance says a lot. And I think the way we perform Friday night will really speak to that. So exciting, looking forward to it. I want to thank the support that we've gotten to do this. I want to thank SR Boyle House, obviously the ability to come out here and do this for about 5 weeks. We'll continue to do it throughout the playoffs as long as they'll let us. But we invite you guys to come out. The key here is we don't want to just broadcast from here. As you can see, we've got people having a good time behind us, which is awesome. Having a good time. But we invite you guys to come out and do the same. It's a great place. Support the people that bring you this stuff. So come out. It's a great restaurant, great food, great people, and we're thankful to be able to do it. So a little excited fan behind us here checking it out. But come out here and support the sponsor. The other sponsor I want to thank is Spears & Co. Realty. They've been a great supporter. Both SR Bullhouse and Spears & Co. have been the ones that really have done the heavy lifting of driving the Pirates Cove Sports Network about streaming the ball games and bringing you the live podcast. And we'll continue to do that. But we're looking for additional sponsorship as basketball season now kicks off. We're looking for sponsors for that. And as softball, baseball, soccer, if we can get the help, we're going to bring you every event as best to our ability, boys, girls, all sports. So the more support we get, the faster we get this stood up to where we're able to bring you all of that great content and exposure to our Rockport-Fulton community and athletes. Anything you want to add on that, Steve?
No, yeah, real quick. I mean, SR Bullhouse, man, what a gem, right? What a gem of a place. Rockport is so blessed to have a great facility, great place. This atmosphere is awesome. I enjoy coming out here. The little hour and a half I get to come out here on Wednesdays. Atmosphere is awesome. Beer's really cold.
That's what they tell us.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it's got condensation on it. I don't know, just from afar. Not that I've ever tasted any. Yeah. But
hold on, look, water. So.
Great food, man. It's a great environment, man. So like you said, I just want to reiterate, man. Hats off to Augie, for opening up the doors to us and allowing us to come out here and stream it. And look, people are having extreme fun, bro. They're having legitimate fun. You see the fans in the back. That there's quite a few people in here having dinner. Got great music. Good little vibe, man. So
for sure, sports up on the TV. You got different games. You got a ping pong table. You got a pool table over there. It's a great environment, and so they do a nice job hosting us. They take very good care of us, and we appreciate them. And we ask that you support the people who make this happen and allow us to bring you this great content. So appreciate that. With that being said, that's going to wrap up our show. I appreciate.
Oh, no trivia question this
week? No trivia question. Sorry, I didn't get that prepared, but I will have one for the following week. It'll be a special one. I'll make sure it's a really good one. So, but the Aguilars would probably get it right anyway. So
yeah, we already asked it.
Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah.
We're not gonna repeat it.
But we also want to thank them for joining. They've been regulars. They've made it out here every Wednesday night.
Great support group. That is awesome. Aguilars are awesome.
Yeah, great Pirate supporters. So, like I said, with that being said, we'll wrap this up. I appreciate you guys joining us. Tune in. We'll be coming to you next Wednesday night with the results of the Sinton ball game. Discuss that, and then previewing the playoffs, where it'll be, what to expect, all that good stuff. So, thank you for support, and go Pirates.
Go Pirates, baby.